Welcome back inside the Chilliwack Coliseum. We're in the Everton Ridge Homes broadcast booth high atop the ice in Chilliwack for the BCHL Showcase. Very pleased to be joined by assistant coach of the Vernon Vipers, Colton Sparrow. And Colton, we had you up here because we know that the scouts flock to these things, and Jason was probably going to get tied up, so we appreciate you doing this. We were talking before we came back from commercial that this was probably as close to, if not a 60-minute effort. That was the golden goose. That was what you were looking for in the first three. And fair to say here tonight, that was it.
Yeah, absolutely. You got to credit the players tonight. They, that was the plan from the drop of the puck, was to make it really hard on Chilliwack. Don't let them play their run and gun game. They like to make stretch plays and really open the game up. And Jay queued up the team and said, we're not going to let that happen. Be in their face, turn pucks over, and we did it for 60 minutes, which resulted in that win.
And, through the first period, we sort of talked about it was a 50-50 toss-up. Both teams were good in that first period. Not a whole lot of leeway either direction. But as that second period started to go on, the ice and the momentum just seemed to tilt. What was working well, it seemed like at times Chilliwack looked extremely frustrated that they weren't able to do what they wanted to do. The team looked extremely good in shutting them down.
Yeah, exactly. Like we knew – that's the book on that Chilliwack team is, make them play that game because they don't want to. Like I said, they like to open it up, and we made it. Like they competed in the first 20, but I think after that 20, they, like you said, they got frustrated. They didn't want to play that game anymore. We stuck to it, and I think that's when things started to kind of tilt our way, and we managed to continue to press in the third too.
It'll get overshadowed, but the team's penalty kill. Keeping at certain times, you only took 2 minor penalties, but with a team that's as good on the power play as Chilliwack is, how important was it to get those kills? Because at the time, 1-1, 2-1, that could easily go the other way, and then momentum just flip-flops.
Yeah, exactly. We knew it. It was set on the bench when the penalty was taken. Both penalties, at the end of the day, you can't do anything to change the penalties after you take them. So, it was about doing a job, and the PKers, they knew their responsibility. They went out and they did that job. And like you said, those would have been momentum changing, situations. And we were good all night and in a lot of aspects. So
there's nervous moments. We talked with Jason before the game about staying within the system, that doing individual things isn't beneficial to the group as a whole, and it's difficult because you're here at the showcase when scouts are here to look at, teams, but individuals. Exactly. What did you like about the way everybody sort of bandied together, and this was as much a team game as anything?
Yeah, well, I think that had been the message all week for our group is that, at the end of the day, team success is going to bring individual success, and I'm a firm believer in that. And we knew if we went out and did our job and played our team game and played well, that that's going to show well for all our players individually that are working for those scholarships. So I left the dressing room there at the end. There's a lot of schools out there, and I think that's because of the effort and the team game that we put forward.
We're going to talk a little bit about an individual. Rowan Clark's played all four. What a performance here tonight. The only one that beats him is deflected in the circle on the way through.
Yeah.
The one where he was swimming around, battling with bodies in front of him.
Yeah.
Is there a guy right now that's playing with more confidence than him?
Oh, yeah. It'd be hard to find it. That's for sure. It just seems he just keeps getting better. I've been extremely impressed with Rowan Clark this year. And, again, he just showed it. He just, and that, the story, but if you got a goalie that you can have that much confidence in back there, your team, you're going to play well in front of them with all that confidence. So, yeah, again, just great. He seems to make those saves that he shouldn't make, and then he's making all the ones he should make too. And he's playing really good hockey. So
finally, we talked about the challenges of today that this one would bring, but the teams that have played in back-to-backs, the second game tends to be a bit of a struggle. Fortunately, you've got the Bulldogs tomorrow, who just played a few hours before you did, but their team looks extremely dynamic, and it's such a quick turnaround at 11 o'clock tomorrow morning. What are the challenges that this team's going to face? You've been there. You've done that. How tough is it, and what do they have to do to try get themselves ready for tomorrow?
For sure, it's going to be a challenge. Just right off the bat, your body's not used to an 11 o'clock start, 11 a.m. So, that's a challenge in itself. It's something that, mentally these guys got to prepare for. We talked about after this game, let's get home right away. Let's get a meal. Let's get rest. Really, that's all you can do. The thing is, the Bulldogs are in the same boat. So, it's not an excuse for us. It's about just, doing what we can to show up and prepare. No, it's not easy, but when these guys sign up to play this game, they know it's not easy. So we got a job to do, and I think they'll be ready.
Colton, thank you so much for the time. Congratulations on the win, and we'll do it again tomorrow.
Perfect. Thanks, Graham.